Hey guys, welcome back to Truex Off-Road. Today we're not on the trail, but we are in the driveway and we're going to be working on the Jeep a little. So if you watch some of my videos, you've probably seen my license plate just kind of dangling off the back of my spare. It's time to fix this. I used to have it mounted up here, but I ended up breaking the bolt off, drilled it out, couldn't get it back out, and it was also a pain in the butt to take that off every time I wanted to take my spare off. So we have a new solution for this. I was driving down the road and I saw some guy with a nice JL and he had this hanging off the back of the Jeep. So I kind of sitting like this, and so I followed him. He ended up going to Walmart. I followed him, checked out his Jeep out in the parking lot, saw this, found it on Amazon, and gonna give it a try. So I'm kind of winging it here. There are no instructions. I'm not positive if the tools I'm using are the exact sizes that are recommended by Jeep or whoever, but this is how I'm going to do it. And to start out, we need, well, what I have is a 1/8 inch T-handle here. And I'm going to stick this in this hole here, loosen this up, and I believe, yeah, that's loosening that up. Go a little bit more. All right, so I loosened that up quite a bit, and it looks like this will come out now. So that's out. Set that up here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is lift up and back. Okay, and that's off. Now I'm gonna get that cleaned up a little bit before I do the 3M tape on the back of the bracket. Alright, so I did just wash the Jeep yesterday, but we're gonna get some of this extra dust and stuff out of here. Some alcohol would probably be the way to go, but of course I don't have any at the moment. So just make sure that that's nice and clean. And then we're going to come over here, do a little test fit with this. So it does look like I'm gonna lose the keyhole down here, which I don't think I've ever used in this 7-8 years that I've had this Jeep. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, that's gonna go about like that. All right. So as I was doing my test fitting, I noticed that this right here, this bolt needs to come out. It's held on with the 3M tape here, and we're gonna get that going next. All right, so we got all that lined up. The 3M tape holding that on. We're gonna put that screw back in here. That'll help a little bit too. And I think this is gonna be pretty sturdy. Well, sturdy enough. It'll get the job done. Just tighten that back down. Now we're gonna put the handle back in. All right, so now we're gonna start putting the handle back on there. I was struggling to get everything to line up, and I figured out you gotta take these liners off. So this is gonna come off here, on this on the bottom. And then we have one on top here also that I'm going to take off. So that was off the top. This was off the bottom. And now everything should line up as I try to install this handle again. So we'll just come right on over here and see what happens. So that should go in there. Straight down, yep, there we go. Before, with the handle, the rubber on there, it wasn't quite letting me get this all the way up. But now we're good. Okay, now we have the top part of the handle. Put that back in here. There we go. We come back up here. Tighten this down. Snug it up. So the one piece I have left is this here, and this is going to go back here. We got some threaded holes here, and there's some 3M tape here, so we're going to put that on there and stick this onto the door right back here. I should have done this earlier, but I did not see it. I was thinking it was a light bracket or something like that, but now that I'm looking at it, it goes right back here as a support to make it so it's not going to rattle around quite as much. Alright, so we get the 3M tape adhere back here, if you can kind of see it. There we go. And then I ran these screws here and here up through the bottom. And now when we close this, it should be nice and stable. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. It's nice and solid. So this is gonna be something totally optional, but I'm gonna drill this out and put a riv nut in here. Just make it a little bit easier to take this thing on and off, not have to worry about a nut and bolt. Okay, so here's my riv nut tool. Got the riv nut already put on. Got my holes drilled out. Okay, there's number 2. Alright, last step is going to be tighten everything down. Alright, so there's the new rear end of the Jeep. So yeah, this was from Amazon. It's about $50. If you guys decide to go with it, let me know. I'm curious to see who else does it. Alright, so that's gonna do it. It was a pretty easy install. The hardest part was just figuring out that I had to take the rubber grommets off the inside of those little gaskets of the handle to get to go back on. Pretty easy stuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.